Hey, what's up? Rowan here, and welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about practice.
We're talking about practice, man. We're talking about practice.
Fun fact, this weekend was Dig's first practice of the season all the way in September, and you're going to ask why. Well, because it's a tale of two cities. New England Dig is made up from about 10 players in Boston and about 10 players in Portland, Maine, plus a few in Providence and a few more in Amherst. All in all, we are spread out, and that makes weekly practices very difficult. And since the majority of Dig was playing on the Glory, their season went forever after they barely squeaked out a victory against the Breeze in the playoffs. So they ended up practicing with the big field all the way through championship weekend, right into Pro Champs. So here we are, first practice weekend of the year, and we are taking you with us to show you just how relatable Club Ultimate practices are for teams at any level. We got a new background here today because my own studio, which I've put a lot of work into over the years, is now empty. I'm officially moving to New England and Portland, Maine to join that crew up there. Practice weekend starts with a meetup at the Dig House. Since there's so many players in Portland commuting down, we're going to take 2 cars. I could do an entire episode of what goes on in that house, but I probably wouldn't be able to release it here on YouTube. Got some of the teammates and friends in the house. Orion's workshop outside. He builds buildings. I think he built that Zome in the backyard. But anyways, we all met there and ended up taking 2 cars down to Boston. About a 2-hour commute for the practice weekend. Sure enough, when we arrived, the wiffle ball, soccer ball, and football is out. Dig and many club teams obviously just love to start practice warming up, playing with friends. Since we do have such a spread out team, practice weekend is a great time to see everyone, so it's very social in the beginning, as it should be. A couple people on Instagram asked me what our warm-up games were at the professional championships. That's episode 1. Take a look. And we were playing 2 things. One was handball, where we would pass a little foam roller all around and try to throw it onto a chair. And the second was shoot. Shoot is a 3-on-2 game on a very small field where you can add physicality to your team's, degree that you want to just play. And then after the team of 3 either scores or turns the disc over, whoever scored or turned it has to play defense 1 versus 2 to stop the other team from scoring at the other small end zone. Today's warm-up game was 5-on-5 touch football featuring 2 Northeastern quarterbacks, Simon versus Peter. Simon was able to hit Ben Horsberger on 4th down to tie the game up at 3s before we had to start the official warm-up. I had a couple receptions early, then started to draw 2 over the top, which opened up the field for my team. And we ended up just lobbing it to Orion, like we do when we play Ultimate. Papa Sam Lehman, our line coach, was gone for the weekend. He's also working on a move. So it was just the D-line boys all in a huddle. You love to see that. Of course, we're all going through our schemes, talking about some focuses. Dig has 2 coaches. Sam runs the D, and Jake Smart, Brown Ultimate's coach, works with the offense. We started with games to 7 to bring the energy up. Plus, it's fun. And we all wanted to play really bad. Ethan piloted up the drone, which is sick. We bring that to tournaments and even practices. All of our practices are recorded so we can get footage throughout the week. I recently just had a nice D-line meeting with Coach Sam one-on-one with footage, with breakdowns, and yeah, that stuff is super helpful. We'll move on to film breakdown, study, and some of that feedback in a later episode. But now we have just wrapped up 7s and we're up to another Jake Smart Classic drill, which is a mini game with a crazy scoring system and some little wrinkles just to make it a little more competitive.
And 1!
Oh! We end up splitting into 3 lines, and I think the O-ish squeaked out a win. It was a little bit of an end zone work game, 5v5. We may have finished in the negatives, but I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure Emmett got last, though. He couldn't stop anybody out there. We finished up with some more 7v7 half field reps, and then as soon as we knew it, 3 hours were up and practice was over. Now it gets dicey. When we practice in Portland, there's couches and bed spots for everyone. But when we go to Boston, there's limited players and space. So we went down not knowing what was going to happen. And as Brendan famously said last year, the last time we practiced in Boston, Turner ended up sleeping on a pile of laundry. Luckily, Bert, famous for that stare in the UFA, hosted all 5 of us. And after some all-you-can-eat sushi, we had Cole on a couch cushion, Brendan got a couch, me and Orion shared a floor mattress, and Gavin sadly lost his air in the air mattress overnight and went hard floor. Moral of the story, no more practicing in Boston. Let's move him back to Portland. Sunday was pouring. And this is where it gets very relatable. And sure enough, right an hour before practice, we had players running around the city looking for open turf fields that we could poach. Ethan was checking out a few, Jeff checked out a few, Oscar, I believe, found the one at Tufts, and we all on Slack, meet here, oh, football's there. And then all of a sudden, we got a breakthrough, we descended on Tufts University and actually got the turf. Now, we were a little bit worried about getting kicked off, so we just went right into 7s, and we ended up playing 7s for 2-3 hours.
Hey, watch these posts. Someone's going to be open. In on 2, ready? 3, 2, 1, skate. Like 2.
Inside.
3, 4.
Stay on the inside. Stay on the inside.
6.
If I remember correctly, D-line was cooking all practice. And yeah, it's a big weekend for us. Lastly, giveaway is live on my Instagram. Last year's Breeze jersey, game worn. Team USA pants from Australia. And a Truck Stop Sun hoodie replica jersey from 2019. Head over to Instagram, descriptions there. And if your college team wants jerseys, let me know, because we are offering a promo, free design for your team. And if your team goes with a jersey order from Evergreen where this giveaway is occurring, then you get free team coaching resources and videos for all your players. Thanks for watching episode 2. And stay tuned for next episode, The Economics of Ultimate, featuring Cole Davis Brand's famous formula, dollars per point, DPP. Don't want to miss that one. All right, we're here with Alexander Fall, of course, America's favorite player. You were saying before that Dig is your favorite team.
Oh.
What makes Dig so special?
Oh man, they're such a spirited group of young boys.